The moon has always just been up there, casting a soft, warm glow on the Earth for more than 4 billion years now. Because we've gotten so used to seeing this giant lantern in the night sky, we often take the moon for granted and don't really give much thought to how different life here would be if our crater-faced companion suddenly disappeared. Answer a question you probably have never asked until now. What would happen if the moon suddenly disappears? Okay, so imagine if some gigantic celestial object crashed into our moon. Or if aliens blow it up to pieces because, I don't know, because they have a Death Star or something. The consequences would be so spine-chilling, so Gru, you better think twice before completing your despicable plan to steal the moon. But what makes it even scarier is the fact that it's not a totally preposterous scenario to consider. After all, if you remember one of the trivia we shared in our previous video about the moon, you'd recall that it's actually slowly moving 1.5 inches away from us each year. Now, what if the man in the moon suddenly decides to just leave us for good? Would we miss the moon? Would we even survive life on Earth without it? Here's a breakdown of 10 things that are likely to happen to a moonless Earth. Number 1. Darker nights. If you love stargazing now, just imagine how much more of the night sky you could see without a big white light stealing the show from all the other celestial bodies up there. Without the moon, our nights would no doubt be darker and the night sky would be one hell of a spectacle. But while that's good news for stargazers, night predators won't be as happy. Owls, bats, even lions, and many other species of animals would have trouble hunting effectively without the moonlight to help them. Number 2. Decreased tides. We all know how the moon is responsible for the Earth's oceans rising and falling, giving birth to tides. If the moon disappears and with it its gravitational pull, a supermassive tidal wave would wipe out entire countries and even continents. About 72,000 cubic miles of water would come crashing down to sea level, drowning about 3/4 of our planet. The death count could reach hundreds of millions worldwide. Tides won't completely stop thanks to the sun's gravitational pull, but there'd be about 75% less movement in our waters, which brings us to Number 3. Disrupted ecosystems. Without tidal movements, the flow of energy, water, minerals, and other resources would be disrupted, potentially destroying the many species that need the tides for survival. If these coastal ecosystems start dying, the birds and mammals that feed on them would starve next. Just within a few decades, we'd start seeing many species dwindle down in numbers, in the sea, in the air, and on land. It would also make it more difficult for other species of animals to reproduce, especially for land animals like the red crabs and turtles that rely on moon patterns when releasing their eggs. Number 4. Anarchy. Now, humans may not rely too much on the moon for reproduction, but without it, something else vital to our survival would be more difficult to come by. Food. For one, because of the now messed up marine life, the whole food chain would be affected. This means goodbye to steaks and sashimi and any other animal-sourced food. But wait, even vegetarians and vegans aren't safe. Because of our planet's new landscape, it'd be near impossible to grow crops and harvest anything. Food would be so scarce that people would start fighting for it, and life on Earth would be nothing short of chaotic. Number 5. Shorter days. In the absence of the moon's gravitational pull, our planet would spin a little faster. See, Apart from creating ocean tides, the moon's pull also drags down the speed of the Earth's rotation, which is why our days keep growing longer every year. Take the moon away and one Earth day would easily be much less than 24 hours, so we may have to come up with new ways to measure days and months. Based on what we've listed so far, think you'd survive a moonless Earth? Well, don't be too confident just yet because we're only halfway through the list. You better stick around till the end of this video because things are just about to get nastier. Number 6. Altered tilt. Right now, our planet is tilted on its axis at about 23.5 degrees, and we have the moon to thank for that too. And so, with the moon's disappearance, the Earth's axis would shift. Some experts say that it could wobble anywhere between 10 and 45 degrees off of its original tilt, so it's possible for the Earth to end up spinning on its side. Crazy, huh? There are other experts who estimate that Jupiter's gravitational pull would help keep our planet from reeling out of control. Still, even just a 10-degree shift in our axis would lead to even more disasters. Number 7. Unpredictable climate. The change in the ocean tides would influence global patterns a lot, and without the moon, it would be nearly impossible to forecast the weather. But perhaps even more than the tides, the change in the Earth's tilt would bring about even more catastrophic changes to our climate. Mars is a perfect example. Because it doesn't have its own moon, Mars's tilt of its axis changes dramatically. So you could just imagine the extremely bipolar climate on the red planet. That's also bound to be the Earth's fate, as temperatures become much more extreme and major weather events become highly disastrous. Number 8. Ice Age. Apart from the wild climate change, after a few 100,000 years or so, we can expect a return of the Ice Age. In the past, the Earth's tilt changed by just about 1 to 2 degrees, which scientists believe to have brought about the Ice Ages. With a 10 to 45 degree change in tilt, who knows what that'd do? The fact that the Earth would rotate a lot faster would also mean that the sun wouldn't have enough time to heat the Earth's surface. This means a great drop in temperature, followed by everything getting buried in snow that wouldn't melt for months on end. Number 9. Shift in the core. For more than 4.5 billion years, the Earth has gotten so accustomed to the moon pulling or flexing it. Take that away, and our planet's core might feel some awkward shifting. This, in turn, would set off a number of things from violent earthquakes to volcanic eruptions left and right. And if, despite all these, you somehow have managed to survive so far, here comes Number 10. Asteroids. One look at the moon's craters and you can tell that it has become the celestial punching bag of countless asteroids and meteors in the past. Without the moon up there to shield us from these asteroids, the Earth would suffer a direct hit from them. And if the reason for the moon's disappearance would be for it to be destroyed and break apart, chances are the Earth would see many of its pieces come crashing down. And as any dinosaur would tell you, that could be very, very bad. Turns out, the moon is more than just a pretty face and a beacon of light in the evening sky. It's imperative for our planet to maintain the delicate balancing act that makes it possible for life to thrive. Thankfully, there's no reason for us to think that the moon is going away anytime soon, and we sure hope that that'd be the case for many more eons to come. Which of these consequences did you find the most frightening? let us know in the comment section below. And if you liked this video, make sure to check out our video on what would happen if we had 2 moons.
You say that I'm psychotic,